Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So I'm going to talk about XDC, and there's a lot of huge announcements coming out right now. So let's take a look. Exciting, Trada and XDC. Trada tokens available on Xinfin officials XDC network. Overcomes trade finance barriers to create access for retail and institutional investors. That's very big. Then we see this. Although people in America won't be able to partake in the Trada token, we will reap the benefits by owning XDC. Trada just paved a way to gain institutional trust. Trada is secure and low risk for all investors to partake in. And this is from Andre Casterman. Though through the Trada token, trade finance assets are now accessible through the public decentralized XDC network. This signals the start of a shrinking trade finance gap as SMEs can benefit from new sources of funding, such as retail and institutional investors. This innovation, powered by both TradeTech and XDC networks, contributes to the vision of TFD initiative, which is to make trade finance a liquid investment class. That's very big. So they don't even let you hold it. Again, because Trada is a secure token. XDC Tech can't just send Trada to the user's XDC Pay account. The Trada has to be custodied on behalf of the investor via an institutional grade custodian like Trustology. So if there's any trust issues in trade, Trada will fix that. That will also add value to XDC. Then we see this. How can XDC be used as collateral at this current price? One 10 billion asset would wipe out the whole ecosystem. Trada is live, yet XDC is 100 miles away from being capable of being any form of collateral. Now, here's the thing. At some point, they are going to peg XDC to some sort of precious metal. I talked about that in an XRP video today because we've seen it happen with Russia. They did that. They backed their digital currency to palladium. I believe that's how this is all going to work at some point. I think we're just a little bit early yet. We're not seeing it come to light because we're still early. But then we see this. Now let's talk of one of Xfin's biggest partnerships, R3 Corda. Distributed ledger technology, public and private transactions, combining blockchain and trade finance, dApps, Dazzle Bridge. XDC is the primary settlement coin for R3. Now, again, it can't be priced at where it's priced now. It doesn't make sense. That's why I'm thinking at some point XDC will become a stablecoin backed by some sort of metal. And even looking at this ecosystem lets you know how big XDC is going to be. Look at the ecosystem participants. You have Citibank, you have ING, HSBC. That's just a couple of them. And then Apps. Then you have infrastructure, tech providers, and delivery partners. But look at the tech providers. Oracle, AWS, Intel, Microsoft. This is massive. People still don't understand where XDC is headed. In my opinion, it's going to go parabolic at some point. And then you take a look at R3, and you see the connected networks, the regulated markets, trust technology. That's where Trada would fit in. It's going to have, you need trust in trade. And that's an important part of trade, in my opinion. Countries trading with other countries need some sort of trust in the middle of it. That's why XRP is going to be big, because it's the trust layer in between two countries. And that's where I see XDC going. So update, XRP bridge to R3 is gone. Impel, the only bridge to R3 via XDC. XRP still able to be used via wrapped XRP through Impel on the XDC network. Now, Bitcoin via wrapped Bitcoin can be sent through an ISO 222 message via Impel. That adds value to XDC. Now, we've seen a lot of bridges as far as ISO coins. We know this bridge right here. That's going to be very big. That's Algorand bridging Bitcoin to Flare. So think about XDC being involved with Bitcoin also. Bitcoin's starting to be tied in. So all those people that say, well, Bitcoin is the hedge against the new financial system, against the new world order, we're actually starting to see Bitcoin being tied into the new financial system also. So I don't see Bitcoin as being used as a hedge like a lot of people say. They always say that. That's one of the big use cases for Bitcoin when maxis are talking. But now we're actually seeing real use case, real utility for Bitcoin coming. And in my opinion, that's good for crypto as a whole. Whether or not you like Bitcoin doesn't matter. This is good for crypto. Then we see this. For those looking for a bit more information regarding the announcement today of Bitcoin and ISO 222, I'm going to show you this right here. You see Impel, then you see the bridge, and what's there? You see a bridge with XDC. That's going to add value to XDC. In my opinion, XDC, I'm telling you, it is going to go full on parabolic at some point. The price that we see it at now is nothing. Easy 100x from where we're sitting right now, in my opinion. But I think it's going to be much bigger than people think. And we're seeing it getting built during this bear market. Being built while the price is very suppressed, in my opinion. When XDC finally does start to move to the upside, I mean really start moving, who knows where that price is going to stop. This is a ton of utility and a ton of use case. And these partnerships are made for a reason. And we're starting to see all of these ISO coins being used as bridges. And it's going to get bigger, in my opinion. So we see XDC, achievement of XDC network. And we see the process, the network progress right here. Account 791,400 plus. Blocks 45,839,700 plus. Recorded transactions 283.81 million. That's big. And the exchange listings. Then we see the dApps and projects on XDC. Impel is huge. That was one of the biggest, in my opinion. We also know it's tied to QNT. It's tied to LCX. If you're still sleeping on XDC because the price isn't moving, you need to wake up. Because when this coin finally does start moving, I have no idea where it's going to stop. I believe XDC is that big. Now perform cross-chain transactions of Bitcoin and XRP on the XDC network via the latest bridge built by WanChain. You see how they're all tied together? All these ISO coins somehow, some way are tied to each other and tied to everything else. Tied to NFTs, tied to Metaverse, tied to Web3. And the list keeps growing. In a bear market, some cryptocurrencies do nothing. Everything stops. Nothing gets built. But the ones that continue to build and continue to grow and make massive partnerships, those are the cryptos you need to be invested in. Those are the cryptos that will make you rich. XDC will make you rich at some point. You can see it coming. The things I just showed you today are only part of what XDC does, what its use case is, what its utility is. The list goes on and on. And it's like that with so many of these ISO coins. A lot of people will continue to fudge you out and say, ISO means nothing. It does. It's the fourth industrial revolution. That's what's coming. We're going into the digital age where it already started. You got to get rich while you can. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.